Hey everyone, Cameron with CBM Reviews here, and I've got a review for you again, not a comic book movie, but still a very much nerd culture movie in Ready Player One. Ready Player One was directed by Steven Spielberg, and it stars Ty Sheridan, Olivia Cooke, Ben Mendelsohn, and Lena Waithe. So, let me give you a quick story synopsis. This is in the future in the year 2045, and video games are kind of like an escape to get away, and the escape is called the Oasis. It's a virtual reality video game where people can go and do whatever they want, whatever their imagination will allow. Well, something happens to one of the co-creators of the Oasis, and he sets out a challenge and says, if you can find the 3 keys, you will find the ultimate Easter egg of my game and will win $500 billion. And so this, of course, sends all of the players that play this game, which is pretty much everybody, into a fever pitch, and they all are searching for this. And for 5 years, nobody finds any of the keys until our main character, who in the game is called Percival, in the real world he's called Wade, starts finding out hints and clues and things to get to the keys. This, of course, attracts the attention of people who are part of a corporation that want to control the Oasis, and they have all these people that are hired to play the game. This is a quick race for the keys so that they can control the Oasis, and that's pretty much the main gist of the story. Without giving away anything, this is the spoiler-free review. This is not a spoiler review. So this movie is so entertaining. I mean, just from a Spielberg standpoint, the story is enjoyable. It's entertaining. It's engaging. The visuals when you're in the Oasis are beautiful. They're spectacular. They're a wonder to behold. I enjoyed everything about the movie when it was in the Oasis. When it was out of the Oasis, sometimes it was kind of an eyesore, and I understand that was kind of the point. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. There are some things that happen in the real world that I just felt like weren't really, it lends a juxtaposition between the real world and the Oasis. And even though the real world isn't supposed to look very good, there's just something about it that just seems hazardous. I think that's the best word to use, is hazardous. As I said, the story is engaging, but unfortunately we do fall into a pitfall of conveniences. Like, it's convenient, and like I said, not spoilers, but it's convenient that the main characters all live within the same area, whenever one of the main rules is don't let anybody know who you really are in the Oasis, and it just so happens that all of our main characters live within the same city. Convenience. We also have a main character who is who learned from the Prometheus school of running away from things, as in just run straight ahead. If it's falling straight on you, don't try to go to a side or anything like that. That was an issue, but that's pretty much it with the story and then the visuals. Although, if you are a nerd like me, you need to pay attention to so many details, because they have so many things from nerd culture, from Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat to Ninja Turtles to Godzilla and King Kong. You have Battletoads, you have the Iron Giant, you have all of these video game and comic book references, and if, like I said, if you are into nerd culture, you cannot miss this movie. Also, if you are into the 80s and the 80s culture, you cannot miss this movie. This movie is a nostalgia trip, and it is told beautifully by Steven Spielberg. I can find faults in some of the visuals, not necessarily like in the Oasis, but I've kind of mentioned before. I can find faults in the story where things are just kind of convenient, and there are some loopholes that aren't really closed up, or there's some characters that I feel like were kind of rushed through and really weren't fleshed out. But I cannot find a fault in how the story is told, how the directing takes place. The acting is also great. I don't feel like anybody is acting. I feel like they're actually authentic with it. The only time where I feel like it's just like maybe a hair is your main bad guy, Sorrento, and every now and then he just comes off as like, I'm a bad guy, because that's my role in this movie. But it only barely feels that way. So, this movie is great. I enjoyed it. And if I had to give like a tagline, this is the kind of movie that you go to the movies for. This is great. It is absolutely splendid. I have not read the book, and I was completely engaged from start to finish. The grade on Ready Player One is an 89. Like I said, not a perfect movie, but it's so wonderfully done. Directing is pitch point perfect. I can't find a flaw in the directing, although the acting, like I said, I'm a bad guy, so I'm gonna do bad guy things. And then, of course, the story has a few conveniences, but overall, I can overlook all of these minor flaws because as far as the whole is concerned, I'm gonna watch this again. And chances are, I'm gonna bring a nerdy friend who hasn't seen it yet. So that's my review for Ready Player One. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to my channel, if you please. Share this video with all of your friends. And as always, this is Cameron with CBM Reviews. We'll see you next time.